Okay, so today we are going to write and solve our equations from real world situations. So here it says a rectangle's perimeter and its area have the same numerical value. So we know we're looking for a perimeter and area has the same numerical value. The width of the rectangle is 3 units. What is the length? What is the length of the rectangle in units? So I have a rectangle. I know the perimeter and area have the same value, so that means they're equal to each other. So I'm going to put P equals A. So our perimeter equals our area. So to help me out a little bit, I am going to draw my rectangle and I'm going to label it. Well, I know the width is 3 units. So I'll label 3, and then length, we're going to put L. Okay? So now that I have this, I can write my two expressions and put them together. I know that the perimeter to find the perimeter of a rectangle, I need to add all the sides together. So that's 3 plus 3, which is 9, and L plus L. So that gives me 2L plus 6, actually. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then for area, I know it's length times width. We know our width is 3, so that's 3L. Now that I have the equation, I can go ahead and solve. So I'm going to move my smallest variable, which is 2L. So I'm going to subtract 2L on both sides. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Let's make sure we have our line. This cancels out, so I'm left with 6. 3L minus 2L is equal to L. So 6 is the length. The length of the rectangle is 6. So 6 units. Now we're going to go ahead and solve the second one. It says it costs Serena $30 to start a lemonade stand plus $50 per cup of lemonade. She sells the cups of lemonade for $1.25 per cup. How many cups of lemonade would she need to break even? So we will have our cost equal to our profits. Okay, so first we need to figure out what it costs Serena. Remember, it takes money to make money. So it costs Serena initially $3, and then it's 50 cents per cup. So we know over here our slope is 50 cents and our y-intercept is 30. Okay, for our profit, it's 125 per cup. So $1.25. And here we don't have a y-intercept. It's just 125. The customers don't have to pay anything but 125 per cup. So I'm going to set these equal to each other. So I have 0.5x plus 30 is equal to 1.25x. Okay. Remember, x represents the amount of cups we have. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and solve because we want to figure out how many cups of lemonade she needs to sell. So I'm going to go ahead and solve. The first thing I need to do is move my smallest variable. A half is my smallest variable, so I'm going to subtract that on both sides. Remember, what you do on one side, you do to the other. And make sure when you're working with decimals, you line your decimals up. Okay, this cancels. I'm left with 30 is equal to 0.75x. Okay, Since I do not have a constant on this side, since there is no constant on this side, I go to my next step and divide by my coefficient. So I'm going to do 30 divided by 75 cents. What I do on one side, I need to do to the other. Okay, X is left over here, and X is equal to 40. So she must sell 40 cups to break even. So in order to break even, she needs to sell 40 cups. So you're going to go ahead and start your assignment. Make sure you're showing your work. You are to answer those red questions. And make sure you are highlighting your important information. Go ahead and get started.